Hey guys, good morning. It's Tcarp out here by the trampoline on the Homestead. Again, I don't know what a stead is. I'm a stud, so the home stud. Anyway, that joke is probably never going to land, but I'm going to say it quite often. We got Beau here with me again. We're out on our morning walk, and today we're just talking and chilling. As you can see, I've got the yard mowed, got the mower. Probably need a better spot for it other than the back porch. I'm probably going to get a carport back here and put the carport somewhere. What y'all's thoughts? What are your thoughts on infrastructure? Like a barn would be nice, you know, but barns cost like 30 grand. Carports cost like 500. Maybe even a carport right here. I don't know. Want your thoughts. I want your thoughts. But we got carburetor installed. My nephew Jacob came and he installed a new carburetor with me, and we got carburetor, fuel pump, and all the fixings for 35 bucks off Amazon. Now, like, I feel really bad saying that, but at the same time, it's like, it works. It works really good. Like, everything was on, tightened everything up, and it works good. And I'm kind of like, that's really nice. Like, how do you argue with that? Like, when it comes to things, like, how do you argue with 35 bucks? Like, it's like, if it's coming from a good supplier and whatnot, and someone's bringing it in, a company's bringing it in, it's just hard to argue with that right now until we can get U.S. manufacturing back. Now, you would say, we need tariffs on that. Okay, well, find me a U.S. company that's going to make that. So there's just so many things back and forth. I don't have a good answer for you. I'm just telling you like it is. I paid 35 bucks for a whole new carburetor kit, and it works. And it works really well. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's set everybody down here just for a second. Oh man. All right. So, what's up, Beau? Beau's hanging out again. The knife I'm carrying today on the walk and talk is the Marbles Scout King. You guys have seen this before. This is the Dave Canterbury edition of the Scout King. This has MR 468 steel, stainless steel, really easy to sharpen. You know, these really easy to sharpen steels, I don't mind them. Your papaw had something like this. It worked for every day of his life. And it'll work for yours, and it'll sharpen right up, take a razor's edge. And that's kind of the thing about like these stainless steels or carbon steels that are really low, like low Rockwell hardness. You know, it's not hard to keep a sharpening stone or one of those work sharpeners and sharpen it up. It doesn't take any skill. You use that and you hone it like every day. It doesn't take much, and it keeps it razor sharp. And my thing is I would rather, this is just me, I would rather have a knife like that like is not just insanely hard to sharpen, and I just touch it up super easy, and do that, then have a super steel and it never be exactly the way I want it. Never be that razor hair popping sharp. Or it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to do it. And that's me. I understand that there are some people out there that do not mind the super steels and the hardness to sharpen that. And there is that argument. It's like, okay, you have to understand that, like, for people that say, oh, you just don't know how to sharpen, it's like, maybe so. My skill level is definitely not there to where yours is. But my question to you is everyone's skill level not to where yours is? And if you're marketing a product, or if you're using it every day, like a lot of guys just want something to throw in their pocket and go. They don't really care about, they really don't care about the super steels. They really, really don't. Us knife geeks, we do. They don't. They just want something that works. That's why, and if you don't believe me, there's a market for knives that basically, those blades that, the razor blade knives, like people are just doing those. You know why? They don't care about the steel. They just want something sharp. So there's that on that. Everything else when it comes to the news today, you guys know I told you this for like 2 months when this war started, what was going to happen. Told you gas prices were going to go up, told you food is going to go up. It hasn't hit the shelves yet. It will. I'm sorry. I just being real with you guys. I love you guys, and I love you guys enough to tell the truth, despite who I voted for. And I'll leave it at that. You know, I think it's time to be big girl and big boy enough to say that certain things are happening and certain things are going to happen despite who we voted for. Okay? Now, you can argue and say everything's fine. Okay, that's fine. And it may be fine for you. But I want you to have the foresight enough to remember and think that it may not be fine for someone else that's not in your economic bracket. Man, these 20 and 30-year-olds, they're getting killed out there. They're getting absolutely just destroyed. I've got a little nephew that's 19 years old. And he's going to be working, he's the one that changed my carburetor. He's working down at a little power sports equipment place. And I think he's going to be making $18 an hour. And that's great. He can't survive off $18 an hour. He can't survive off $25 an hour here in Blount County. Oh, and by the way, they're putting in they're talking about putting in an AI data center in Alcoa, which is 25-30 minutes down the road from me. Seems like it doesn't matter if you vote Republican or if you vote Democrat. They're going to ramrod these things through your town. They're going to ramrod them through your town. My suggestion is have a water rain catch system. I need to build one. I need to put one up. Have a way to filter your water. You know, I've got some companies have sent me some water filters. I'll go through them. And we'll see. When it comes to companies sending me things, I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, some of it's good and some of it's not. Some of it's crud. And it's, you know, I'll tell you what's good stuff. You know, all the Baerskyn stuff they've sent me is pretty daggum good. 4 Patriots is not bad at all. And then, you know, the Flissa knives, Flissa have been really good. I mean, for the money, that Flissa products, Flissa, you can find it on Amazon. It's really good stuff. But, you know, and Eaton Wolf's not been bad either. Like, they sell good, like, air pump products and whatnot. But, man, I mean, the game of sending people stuff and then wanting to review it, I'm not really just not it. I've got enough stuff, if that makes sense. So the whole like, oh, we'll send it to you and if you review it, I've got enough stuff, if that makes sense. So and I get it, man. I get it. They're trying to sell products, and that, hey, I'm all for it. But anyway, well, that's my ramble today, guys. It's been 10 minutes. Let's call it. Love you guys. Y'all be good. Like, subscribe, share. This is Tcarp signing out.